Well, in lieu of a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. And at ground level, here they come. A Coles and the Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Ty Johnson now to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down. Here's Allen again. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Bills' first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. On 1st down, Allen finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Allen setting up to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. He gets him 6. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Cook again. And this time he makes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 38. Oh, Penix lost it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage credit to him. He's able to get this beyond the line. A small positive on a play that nearly ended in a turnover. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Penix here from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Allen fires out wide, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
2-0, Keon Coleman. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st and 10, here's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And this one doesn't go far. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Again, Allen to the air. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Robinson on the inside give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones on the mounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Third down give to Robinson. In. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brandon Condrington to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros, and part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Allen looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Coleman. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
To the air again, Allen. Middle of the field is taken in by Palmer. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
On for the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. from the 37. Steps up, and he's running with it. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Falcons. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, it's Penix. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This is Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. That's complete to Coleman out left. And this gain almost goes all the way for that first down. He gets it up to the 26.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Allen setting up play action. This is brought in by Coleman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Now run by Cook. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Bills with a chance to boost their lead. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's Allen. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play for Miss Target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Allen on third down. Complete beyond the marker. He takes it down to the 33. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down, Bills.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Palmer motioning right. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Allen gonna throw again. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts.
First down,
they'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up first and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They put a receiver in motion right. Cook is in for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Falcons 7.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
McLeod now returning it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons with the football late in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the...
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. Jukes one defender. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. First and 10 now from the 30. To the air with Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the shotgun, Penix. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now we're on with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Field goal attempt coming up from John Parker Romo. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Romo. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 34. He tucks it and takes on. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 29 yards. And the Bills first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Now it's Cook. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another one for Cook. Juke the defender, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A gain of 7. First down, Bills.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On the sneak, it's Allen. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And it's a dime look from the Falcons now. 3rd down coming. Now Allen. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Matt
Prater on for the field goal try. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Prater puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Here's Penix to throw. Got deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, Brock, a loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back.
Third down.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long. Penix looking to pass. It's into the hands of Mooney. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 12 yards.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Be ready, be ready.
2nd and 6 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Intended
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in primetime. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix. Short pass brought in. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Move the chain! Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Staying open.
They're going play fake with Penix. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got London left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
3rd and just 2 to go. Penix is going to throw again. He'll make a big for it on the ground. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing Penix. That one's complete to London. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Into the hands of Pitts. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Penix on 1st down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Robinson on the inside give. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
20, Falcons 17.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. That's Knox. He's got it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Allen on 3rd down. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Buffalo.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's back to throw. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Now to give to Bijan. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one complete to Pitts. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Dukes out a one-stop. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here he is to throw. Finds the in route complete. He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He'll look to throw it. Just caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 2-yard line.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Robinson. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minutes.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Bills 20.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Cotterington now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Setting up to pass. Gets it. Oh, he loses the football. And the Falcons get to it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first.
A gain of 2.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
24-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. Escapes a defender. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 31, Bills 20.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 3 now. Allen looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
All right, 1 more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills now within one score in the fourth. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.